So while we're on the topic of Metzer Farms, it just feels right to now move into our breed of the week, which is the runner duck. And I know, Emily, you ordered the runner duck assortment from Metzer Farms last year. So can you tell me about your experience with that, as well as your experience with the breed in general?
Yeah. Okay. I love runner ducks. I got my runner ducks. Was it actually last year? Or was it the year before? I think it might have been the year before. Maybe I'm a liar. Maybe it was the year before. They might be 2 years old now. But we got the runner duck assortment. And when you order the runner duck assortment with Metzer Farms, we got all females. You're able to get gender specific runner ducks through them. And you get a mixture of whatever colors hatch that day. Now, for their runner duck assortment, you're not always guaranteed to get all of the colors. If you order a minimum of 6, they guarantee you to at least get 2 different color variations. They offer a bunch of color variations. We have the fawn and white, the blues, the black, the chocolate, and the silver, which is the newest one that you're...
I love the silver.
That's the newest one that you're able to select. Love it. It's the prettiest one. That's a lemon. We call her lemon. It's like French lemon. I don't know. It's what we call her. Fun fact about their chocolate runners, by the way, is they're the most likely to lay true blue eggs. Their eggs are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful. They're so rich in color. I wanted another chocolate runner last year, but I ended up not adding it, and I regret it. But runner ducks are a fantastic breed. We love ours. One of the things that runner ducks are really prized for is their foraging abilities. So the reason that they actually have that upright stance is because they were originally bred for pest control. And the thing that upright stance allows them to do that other duck breeds can't do is it allows them to move very, very fast and reach very high on plants. And so they don't really waddle. They exclusively run. It's kind of funny looking, and they look like little bowling pins. So they were able, the reason that stance was so cherished by like vineyards and stuff that were utilizing them for pest control, they were able to cover large distances in short period of time while providing a larger scale of pest control on the plants. So this breed is your breed if you are a gardener. This is the breed that you want.
Absolutely.
Wonderful breed. I think they make a fantastic pet breed. They're a little bit more skittish than some other breeds, but in the same note that they're skittish, they're incredibly charming. They're absolutely hilarious to watch. They're very fast, so you might not be able to handle them like some other breeds, but they're so funny and so curious that it makes up for that skittish nature. They're decent egg layers. There's some runner ducks, like some traditionally bred runner ducks that can lay like a crazy amount of eggs. I think it's like 250 to 300 eggs a year. Talked about this in the podcast before. Whenever you're looking for egg production of your birds, you need to go to the breeding stock. You don't need to know the general population. You want to know what the breeding stock that you're buying from is seeing as their averages. So I believe Metzer Farms egg production on their runner ducks is like 100 to 188 eggs per year. Let me double check myself. I just double checked myself and I was right. Metzer Farms reporting their runner ducks to be laying between 100 to 180 eggs per year, which is really good for a duck. That puts you steadily into like the higher production category. Eggs are a little bit smaller than some of my heavier weight breeds, but I wouldn't say it's significant. I think they're more on par with like a khaki-sized egg. Their assorted runners are fun though, and actually when I added them, that's when I started to have the most fun egg collecting because their assorted runners did give me like a nice variety of egg colors, which is hard to get with ducks.
Yeah,
So-
and it's so fun.
Yeah, I love this breed. I always say that if I could only own one duck breed for the rest of my duck keeping days, it would be runner ducks. I think it's awesome that you can get a wide variety of colors within one breed, and that way if you do want to do like breeding projects or hatching eggs, this is an awesome breed for you to still have a very ornamental flock within just one breed.
One thing that I've heard a lot from runner duck owners is that they swim less than other mallard-derived domestic duck breeds. Do you find that to be true in your experience?
I don't find that to be true
Really?
in my experience at all. I only have 7 to 8 or 6. I think I have 6 or 7. So I can't like promise you that I'm right. I don't know. I haven't done research on it.
That's just what I've been hearing.
But
from
no,
runner duck.
if anything, they swim more. So
Wow.
I don't want to accuse anybody that holds that opposite experience that I do of this. My concern with people when they say that, because this is just something that happens a lot with duck care, is that they're actually trying to find a reason to give their ducks less water.
See, but I've only ever heard it like with runner
Keeper.
duck people, and
Yeah.
they'll often tell me that like they have a pond and their runner ducks don't use it, and they're like, what am I doing wrong? Why are my runner ducks not using the pond?
My runner ducks are always in the pond. Like more like all the time. I don't find them to be a non-aquatic breed at all. I don't know. This is what's interesting to me. And again, I'm not trying to discredit, like, I'm just talking this out loud. I'm not saying that
Totally.
anybody is lying. Does that make sense? I don't want people to come
Yes.
for me, even if you hold the opposite stance. Like I said, I only have 6 of these birds. I'm purely speaking from experience.
We're all good. You're allowed to have your own personal experience.
I'm scared. Why would they have that? What in their nature? They're still a male-derived breed. How would us breeding for this stance, and like there might be something that people have here, but how would breeding for this stance reduce their interest in water?
So
Does that make
I
sense?
had wondered, so I had wondered if it had something to do with the fact that they're generally known as a more skittish breed. Are they like afraid of their pond? I don't
Maybe.
know.
It could also be something like that, because one thing that a lot of people don't account for, and this could be a whole episode in itself, so I'm not going to get too far into it, is domestic ducks are often afraid of large bodies of water. And people are shocked by that. They'll have these beautiful, gorgeous, large ponds,
Yep.
and they'll be like, why aren't my ducks using it? And it's because ducks can perceive the predator threat within deep water. And so sometimes they don't like ponds. So if you put out a kiddie pool sometimes, you'll actually notice that your domestic ducks prioritize the kiddie pool over the large pond. So that also might be why some people, that's a good point, the runner ducks being more skittish might be more afraid of large ponds than other breeds. I have a small earthen pond that mine use all the time, and they're in there. I bet
Yeah.
you they're in there right now. So that
Also-
could be part of it.
Also, your runner ducks have other duck breeds with them to like show
Yeah.
them, hey, this water is
Yes.
safe. Whereas I find that a lot of people who I think have asked me that question, like, why are my runner ducks not swimming? They only have runner ducks. So
Okay,
that's
that
another interesting
makes
thing.
more sense.